Good evening, Arctic Ace viewers. How are we all doing today? I, we're gonna have a little bit of a scuffed stream today, and, in having this scuffed stream, I was reminded that, Arctic Ace, unfortunately, they've lost their two first rounds in the league, and that reminded me that, life is just a constant downward spiral into the abyss, into oblivion. And it's full of ups and downs and twists and turns and loops. And at the end of the day, everything leads downwards. But then I remembered something. There was one thing that brought me back to the light. And that one thing that brought me back to the light was that Arctic Ace Esports is going to be going up against a new threat this evening. You're seeing the footage here on the screen as we get ready for the knife fight to begin. Arctic Ace coming into this hoping to win their first match of the league thus far. As we get into it, I tried to do a little trolling there. I tried to sound real depressed at the beginning of it. Don't know how it worked out, but it looks like Arctic Ace has won the knife fight, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be deciding which side they're going to be playing on. And it looks like they have chosen to start off on the CT side against New Threat here on Overpass. Now, this is going to be strange. I've played Overpass quite a bit back when I was actually playing Counter-Strike and not casting it. So let's see if I remember these callouts, these comms, and how we're gonna have to be doing this. And right out the get-go, New Threat, either New Threat or Arctic Ace pausing the match. I'm not sure what exactly is going on there. Might be a bid to psych out the other players. Could be a ping dispute. But yeah, I mean, as we wait for the match to truly go live, I'd just like to ask our viewers in chat today how they're doing on this spooky Halloween night. Too spooky for me. Also, I see Atlas Esports has given us a follow. Big thank you for that. Good stuff to see. Cool comms whipping out the hacks and spin botting. Oh no. I would assume it's allowed on ESEA whenever everyone's AFK. Otherwise, cool comms. Oh no. Alrighty, the freeze time has been canceled. But yeah, it's been quite a day for Caster Chili here. Good old 5 a.m. shift, passed out afterwards, woke up. Uh-oh, it's time to cast. Things are a little bit rushed today, but there we go. Round one is beginning. As we take a look at it here, it looks like a lot of the New Threat players are going to be going to Underpass B. Oh, look at this. They're going into waters, going for Squeaky here. Not Squeak. Yeah, it is Squeaky. Overpass is a very confusing map, but yeah, they've managed to make it onto the B site here. Cyandor is going to be their first point of contact as they make that push, and he is able to get the head tap off on Supa. Bricks getting taken down to very low HP by Dave, as Dave is just spraying through the rest of the New Threat team, pushing in on Cyandor, but oh my goodness. A perfect round from Arctic Ace on the pistol, not a single player down. No kills coming out from New Threat, and that's going to give Arctic Ace a little bit of a bye here. Cool comms just right out the gate going for the M4 A1S. Atlas saying, let's go Arctic. We do like to see some Arctic Ace Esports fans in the chat, but if we have any New Threat fans that aren't over at the New Threat stream, it's good to see you here, and I'll be cheering for your team as well. I like to keep it unbiased in the caster. I almost called it in the casting couch, but I hope I'm not sitting on the casting couch. All right, a little bit of damage off onto Coolcoms. It looks like there was some utility damage early round that injured the new threat players. Supa goes down as he's pushing out of the staircase in mid. And Coolcoms gets the spot on Brashi, takes him out. There we have it. 3 players remaining on the new threat side of the board. The bomb is down in a very awkward spot in mid here, right outside of bathrooms. And Coolcoms is able to get the head tap onto Dave. I mean, it is indeed a tough position for new threat to be here in here on round 2, but it is to be expected whenever you have those inferior weapons. There it is. Looks like a Desert Eagle getting into the hands of N1, but N1 is not able to do anything with it. Coolcoms is able to trade him out with the M4A1S, securing Arctic Ace a second round in this match against New Threat. Now, things are getting dangerous, though. New Threat is able to afford full weapons here in the 3rd round. They have saved their money appropriate, and we do see that here as they are able to buy a lot of utility as well. Most of the players having 2 flashes and a smoke at minimum. At minimum, 1 flash and a smoke. But I mean, Arctic Ace, they're really loaded with their cash right now. And there it is, some really early utility damage coming out from Coolcoms. That grenade took a quite a bit of health off of Zam at least. And Brash, I mean, he peeks around the corner, tries to take out Budfly, but Budfly, he's just faster with the MP9. That is unfortunate for the new threat side of things. I mean, losing your AK to an MP9 is never a good feeling. And I see Atlas says they are a fan of both of the teams, so that's good to see. We love unbiased here. But it looks like the push is going to be going up through mid and bathrooms here over towards the A side of the map. But the Arctic Ace players are mostly playing down towards B, and it looks like a lot of... Oh, here comes the setup. Dave pulling out the smoke, then turning around abruptly. He might have heard something, or at least thought he heard something coming up from the stairwell in mid here. And there it is, Coolcoms taken out, but not before he's able to land some shots onto Dave. It is a 3v3 situation. Budfly at low HP, Cyandor as well. And the new threat players, I mean, they're not looking too bad right now. Lots of spraying going on. Supa taken down to 13 HP as they all fall back off into the mid position to play for the bomb here. Very smart move by new threat. Fall off the site, give up control, and try to bait the Arctic Ace players onto the site. And we're just going to have to see if the Arctic Ace players are going to fall for it. The flashbang goes out. It's from Budfly. And there's a smoke placed down. Oh my god, look at this. Brix is going to get picked off as he tries to set up those smokes. But Cyandor is able to get the Ninja Defuse at 16 HP remaining with 2 new threat players still out and about lurking for the kill. They are able to finish him off after the round ends, but they are not able to secure that round victory. Arctic Ace sitting at a 3-round lead here against New Threat, who are currently down at 0, and it looks like the Arctic Ace squad is finally bullying. Yeah, no. That's not a word. Finally buying full weapons, M4A1Ss, AWPs on Coolcoms. Meanwhile, the New Threat squad still playing with their AK-47s, Kalashnikovs, whatever you want to call them. Let's see where it goes from here, though. I mean, it's still anybody's game at this point. Dave, Zam, the rest of the New Threat players playing up into, I want to call it Party, but I know it's not called Party. And it looks like very slow push here from Supa up onto the B site through Waters / mid connector here. And it's just going to be a question of who is going to get this first pick. Is it going to be Supa? No, he doesn't finish shooting his shots off onto Brix. I don't even think he knew Brix was there. It was just a spray through the smoke. As some utility goes down inside of Tube, Underpass, whatever you want to call it. Dave taking some shots off on Coolcoms, the designated opper. He's still playing on the A site here. And it looks like it's just all around going to be a slow push for this round from New Threat. They're very carefully taking their angles and trying to whittle the HP off of the Arctic Ace players here. But it looks like they are now setting up for the mid-execute. Coolcom's able to get the pick off onto Dave. That is the first pick of the round. And flashbangs come out as the rest of the Arctic Ace squad is here to support, but nobody was watching long, and Zam is able to just get around the flank and take out the players. But Mick absolutely popping off here with a 3-piece, ending out the round, securing Arctic Ace another victory in round 4 as we move on to round 5 of this match. I mean, it's just been some very, very fast plays, followed by some incredibly slow and methodical pushing from New Threat, but unfortunately it didn't end up working out in their favor. They are still able to afford their AKs, but they are in a financially devastated position at the moment. Brashi using some of his utility to put out that Molotov as the rest of the New Threat team gets ready for a push over towards the B side of things. Taking a little peek through the tube, it's Dave. As the Molotovs go out onto site, pushing Budfly into a different position, down into waters here. And Budfly's taken out, it's Dave to get the pick. Over in Connector, Soup is able to get Cyandor out, down for the count, but Coolcoms is able to trade it up. It is a 3v4 situation, not in Arctic Ace's favor. Make that 4v2 in New Threat's favor. As Zam lurks, he's going to try and get this pick off on Coolcoms, and Coolcoms whiffs a shot, giving away his position. And he is brought down to very low HP. Brashi able to finish him off. The assist coming out from Zam. And there it is, one player remaining. It's Nick. Let's take a look over at the player saving their weapons. This is going to be Arctic Ace's first round lost of the match thus far. I mean, it was a good quick execute from New Threat. They were able to secure an AWP. And do a little bit of damage to the Arctic Ace economy. I mean, Cyandor, he's not able to afford... Oh, I mean, if he gets past an AWP, he is able to afford, but it looks like it's going back over to Coolcom's designated opper, of course. And the rest of the players having to basically save here. Mick being the only one to afford an M4A1S, and I mean, Coolcoms, he has the AWP, of course. Bricks opting for the FAMAS. Budfly going for Deagle, and Cyandor playing with the MP9. Meanwhile, the New Threat team, all AK-47s, all AWPs would be pretty scary, though, with Supa maintaining control of that stolen AWP rifle. Mick picked off by N1. N1CX getting 2 picks as they push onto site. Brashi getting another as we focus on the dead body of Mick and stare at his murderer. Two players remaining on the Arctic Ace side of things. I believe the wise decision here would be to save, and it looks like that is exactly what they're going to do. Cyandor playing in Connector with the MP9 here. A mix MP9 food chain. Looks a little scuffed to me. I don't think that's a fact new skin, but it might be. It might just be my graphics settings that are poor. And there it is. A second round secured for New Threat. Very good stuff from the New Threat squad. I mean, once again, just a fast execute over towards the B site, and Arctic Ace was not able to handle it. And it looks like they're going to be forced into a save round once again. I mean, $1,900 on every player in the Arctic Ace squad here. Coolcom's able to retain his AWP, Cyandor retaining the MP9, but everyone else is going for the pistols. Mick, I believe, using his 5.7 as usual. And Bricks, I think, has a P250 here, if I am not mistaken on the outline of that weapon. Oh, Coolcoms, very aggressive early game AWP shot off onto Zam from Tube. I mean, he just pushed right up to the entrance there and took that shot. The rest of the new threat squad, though, they are playing over towards the mid side of things, and we're going to see Brashy and Cyandor come face to face here. But nothing came out of it for Arctic Ace. Brashy was able to get that pick, secure the bomb, and now the rotation's going to happen here over towards B site. But I don't think the new threat players are aware that the majority of the Arctic Ace team is stacked up towards this B site / connector push, and they're just waiting for it. Supa already taking site here, though. Butfly's going to have to be able to get this pick off, and he wasn't even looking the right direction. A head tap from Supa comes out onto him, and there it is, down to a 1v4 situation. Once again, Arctic Ace not in the finest of positions here. It's going to be an easy third round for New Threat. An expected third round, nonetheless, an earned third round coming out from New Threat. When you're playing with 5.7s and P250s, I mean, one bullet can make the difference, but unfortunately the AK-47 just has that higher rate of fire. And, I mean, just higher damage potential in general. So Cool Comms is going to save the AWP for a third round in a row here. Oh my goodness, he hears the footsteps of enemies all around him, and he is flanked, unable to save the AWP at the last second. And he also doesn't get that cash bonus. Match has been paused. There might be some discussions happening amongst the Arctic Ace squad, but as the match is paused, I'll take a look over to the chat and see what everyone is up to, what people are thinking of the match so far, and just the general quality of the stream. If it is good or not. I don't believe there are any errors in the audio as of right now. Everything looks to be set up correctly. No complaints have come out from Atlas. Four to 3 on round 8. New Threat could very well bring this to a 4-4, evening the score line. I mean, Arctic Ace still has that one-round lead. They do have full weapons here, but no AWP in the hands of Cool Comms. And once again, New Threat playing it back, playing it slow, trying to bait out any aggression from the Arctic Ace side of things, as we are going to make sure Auto Director is functioning. Oh, look at this. Supa playing down below as Brashy, I believe it is, peeks up into the mid connector. And they're going to be executing towards A site here. Flash is coming out for long. Brashy already pushed up in mid connector, and I mean, both Cool Comms and Cyandor are playing on the long angle here. Nobody is watching mid proper from bathroom. This could be an easy flank from the New Threat team, but instead they are going to be rotating it over towards B site, and that is the smart decision here. I mean, they've had so much luck with B site. Oh, look at this. A lot of information being gathered by Cyandor here. He is able to take out... Oh, look at this. Another rotate coming through. Another rotate coming through from the New Threat squad, and I mean, Arctic Ace is going to be playing over towards A site, but the rest of New Threat is pushing up towards the A position as we speak, all the way through mid here. And I mean, it's going to have to be a fast rotate from the Arctic Ace side of things if they want to counteract this. And Cyandor is going to have to be prepared for this long angle push that's going to come out from Zan. And he is. Zam goes down, Dave goes down, and I mean, it is a 3v2 situation. Arctic Ace should have the favor here. Supa and N1 are both at a little bit lower HP. I mean, Brick's taken down to 61, Cyandor sitting at 15, though. They do have the one-player advantage here, as Cyandor takes the peek around, makes sure the long angle is cleared. The bomb is planted perfectly for this off shot to land, but Bricks is able to take out the player, and the spray comes through, and Mick is able to once again get a ninja defuse off on the bomb and secure Arctic Ace another round here, putting Arctic Ace at 5 and stopping the New Threats Wow, it's really hard to say. The new threat coming out of new threat. Stopping the forward momentum that new threat had with those 3 in a row wins. And giving Arctic Ace a 2-round lead here. Lots of utility coming through for the B position, but I think Arctic Ace has wisened up to it. Whenever they put all of this utility out, most of the time it does seem to serve as a distraction, and Cool Comms now knows that Brashi is down in hallway here. I need to learn my callouts for Overpass, because clearly I am misremembering the names of some of these callouts. And look at that, Brashi taken down to 55 HP. Neat little wall bang there from the A position. But it looks like, once again, it is going to be an A execute coming out from the new threat team. Cyandor is the first one to spot. Oh my god, and that's Bomb. Cool Comms and Cyandor have the mid connector position completely covered, and Bomb has gone down in, I believe it's balcony, something like that. Veranda, porch, balcony. Either way, the new threat players are inside of bathrooms, and they are going to have to make this push out to re-secure the bomb. They're good here, checking the connector position, and it looks like Arctic Ace has given up control to allow them to pick a site and try to push onto it. Zam getting the lineups for the smokes onto A site, and that's going to give away what their execute is going to be. I mean, 5 Arctic Ace players are very quickly going to be able to rotate into this site. Cyandor is taken out. Zam taken out from the flank by Cool Comms with an assist from Cyandor, and Mick to finish it up on N1C. Penguin, unfortunately, pick does not work. We don't have any commands set up right at this moment. I'll have to speak to someone about getting commands set up. But as of right now, there are no exclamation commands. Exclamation Discord might work. But it's good to see you here in the chat. As we get into round 10 of this match. And here we are, an actual quick execute coming out from new threat here. I mean, Budfly already taken down to 26 HP. The Molotovs are coming out onto the B site. A very nice boost position from Supa here. Just standing on the top of Dave's head and getting that pick off onto Bricks. It's not looking favorable for Arctic Ace at the moment. Budfly down to 26 HP, like I had said. And I mean, Supa's still in that boost position. Ooh, an easy pick for Cool Comms. But look at this, the bomb all the way back in the terrorist spawn here. And the question is just, are new threat going to be making this push? Mick, unsuspectingly walking around the corner, followed immediately by Budfly. It's now down to a 3v2 situation. Cyandor, 48 HP, Dave as well. But oof, there it is. A 1v3. Cyandor might have the skills to pull this off, but it's looking like it's new threat's round at this point. Smoke going out from Dave. Just a little bit of extra cover. Oh, there it is. Zam down for the count. Cyandor at 22 HP. His HP is falling as he pushes onto site here. He's going to have to expect this push to come out from Dave. Oh, there's the Molotov onto the grenade, onto the site, and oh! I almost expected another ninja defuse from the Arctic Ace squad here, but unfortunately that is not what happened. New threat securing themselves another round. They are still at the 2-round deficit, and it looks like one of their players has disconnected. We would assume that is some network difficulties as the match is paused here. Yeah, there it is. Zam back in with 5,200 cash. I wonder how ESEA or Counter-Strike servers in general keep track of that. I would assume if the same player rejoins, they have the same amount of money they had when they left. That would be my assumption. It would be a little bit broken if everyone could just leave the game and rejoin and get more cash. But yeah, no, that makes sense. 5,200 makes sense. Looking at the economy of the rest of the new threat team here. Arctic Ace, I mean, they're not looking so good on their economy at the moment. Budfly with the most cash, $4,350 in his bank account here. Oh, some flashes coming off in an early spot from Supa, but yeah, there it is, the Arctic Ace team. I mean, they're just absolutely decimated with that. I mean, they very much threw that round. It was a save round. They just wanted to play it out really quickly, get rid of those USPs, and be able to afford actual weapons here. MP9 still on Mick, though. I wouldn't exactly call that the best weapon to have, but I've seen Mick make it work before. So it could definitely be something to take a look into here. Now, a lot of aggression on the Arctic Ace side of things. I mean, they are pushed right up into party here. Coolcoms with the AWP as well. That's very close to be pushed up with an AWP, but he is able to get that first initial pick off, but he is not able to get a second one. Supa is the one to take him out. Cyandor trading it up, bringing it to a 4v3, and I mean, the rest of the new threat squad pushing over towards the A site with a bit of a late push coming out from the 7th player on their team, Dave. But there it is, site control has been taken by new threat, and they're just going to have to plant that bomb. Planting it in the smoke, a good decision here. Let's see what Mick is going to do with his MP9. A little bit of blind spraying from Bricks, trying to be predictive with it. I mean, once again, they are playing this in the exact same position as they usually do, so Arctic Ace is going to be expecting this. Oh, but that is a very nice frag grenade. Oh my goodness, there it is. It's all down to Budfly, and I don't think he has enough time to defuse this bomb and kill the remaining 2 players, so he is just going to have to fall off, but he is not able to make the retreat happen. N1 getting that final head tap onto Budfly, and there it is. The score line has been equalized. Arctic Ace at 6, a new threat at 6 in round 13. This round is going to determine who pulls ahead here before we wind up in the second half. And oh my goodness, another save round coming out of the Arctic Ace squad. I mean, that's got to be devastating. Their financial situation isn't looking too bad, and it looks like they're playing to prevent a situation where they are unable to buy in the next round, which I believe is the last round of the half. So it's a smart decision, but I mean, it's basically a free round for new threat at this point, unless Arctic Ace plays this very, very carefully and very skillfully. Already got a few shots coming off from Budfly here from a boosted position. He did get a little bit of damage off on Dave. Oh, but back turned in connector, not exactly ideal. Having 2 players watching the same angle but not their flank, but it looks like new threat, they've slowed things down once again. They're very, very good at slowing things down, scoping things out, and then making an execute and quickly changing that execute, as I've seen. Oh, Bricks down for the count. Supa, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. AWP scope right on you. Cool comms. Cyandor farmed by Brashy. Budfly playing way too long of an angle up in the top, but it is a save round, and it is going to allow Arctic Ace to buy here, potentially equalize the score line. They have bought into it, but I mean, look at this money on new threat. Dave at, Dave and N1CX. They've reached the $10,000 mark. Meanwhile, Arctic Ace, I mean, they have $50, $100, $150. I mean, Bricks and Coolcoms, they're straight bought out. If they lose this one, it's going to be another save round for sure, so they are going to have to play this I know I've been saying this every round, but they're going to have to play this their best. Budfly to get that first contact with Zam and take him out, but N1CX is quick to trade it up with Mick. Bricks trading out Dave Supa. Accidentally trading out N1CX, actually. That was some friendly fire from the new threat side of things. You hate to see it happen, but the scoreline is once again equalized. Arctic Ace and New Threat seeming like they are pretty much even here in regards to skill level. But who knows, New Threat could be the most CT-sided team I've ever seen in my life. And they might just bring out the domination, but Arctic Ace, they're known to get a little bit aggressive with their T-sided pushes, and sometimes that works out in their favor, but other times it's really not the play to be made. We're just going to have to see what happens after the switch. And yeah, no, round 16 is the halftime. I don't know why I thought it was round 14. There it is, everything's slowed down once again. Budfly, low HP. As the New Threat team gets ready to make their push up through connector into mid, and it's looking like it's going to be an A execute here. Or at least see if they can get these picks on A. Let's see, Cyandor, his position in bathroom is a good one. He is able to get that first contact pick on Supa. As Brashy comes storming down the corridor, he is able to get the headshot onto Cyandor and basically equalize the player count. And it's at a standstill once again. Looks like some rotation happening here from N1CX. And oh no, Budfly with his back turned. These players are right on top of each other. I don't understand. Oh, I see exactly what's happening. Budfly, oh no, through Squeaky. Walking through Squeaky and putting his head right into the barrel of N1CX. But there it is. Lots of utility coming out here from the Arctic Ace side of things. Scrub Bricks, though, taken out, and it looks like that is site control for New Threat. They might have the round here. Some good utility usage, but not enough damage to finish anyone off. Mick and Coolcoms are going to have to make this count. Oh, Mick, he was heard going down into sewers, and there it is. I mean, AWP, it's a one-shot kill, but it's just not enough, and New Threat is able to go into the second half with a one-round advantage as we switch over. And speaking of switch over, we're going to take a quick moment here to switch over to something else very quickly as we get ready for the round to continue. And I'm just going to take a quick moment to talk about a little thing. And that little thing is, if you're familiar with the stream and familiar with Arctic Ace Esports, it is, of course, going to be Headshot Energy. Let's see if I can do this before the round switches, because this is quite the thing to get through. But yeah, Headshot Energy. I have Blue Raz. Love it. It is a energy formula like no other. And if you give me 1 second, I'll be able to tell you just a little bit more about it. Yeah, it's an energy formula like no other. It offers extreme mental focus, a clarity, and mood enhancement, resulting in increased productivity and creativity. It also provides your daily vitamins and immune support to keep you on the top of your game with less downtime. It is unquestionably the ultimate energy formula without the crash, leading you to experience a feeling like you've never felt before. They currently have 2 delicious flavors of Blue Raz and Green Apple available for purchase. And you can help support Arctic Ace Esports by using code Arctic Ace during checkout to get 10% off your order. Genuinely, though, I really do like Blue Raz. It's just pretty delicious all around. If that was all I had to say about it, it would be pretty pog. It just tastes good. And it makes me feel pretty awake. I mean, when I still had some, Made casting a heck of a lot easier, getting that energy up. But here we are in the second half. Like I said, new threat coming into this with a 1-round advantage. And, I mean, it's going to be up to Arctic Ace here to push the aggression, to push against new threat, and hopefully take a site, plant a bomb, and get some picks along the way. A lot of peeking coming out from Zam here in Tube. I mean, Coolcoms is really just waiting for it. Oh, a big flank, though, coming out from new threat. Really aggressive CT-sided plays. That is unexpected, but that's going to give control to Arctic Ace on the A site. It's the only player there is N1CX, and he is going to come face-to-face with Budfly and Cyandor. He is able to take out Budfly, but Cyandor is able to trade it up. I mean, a 4v2 situation for Arctic Ace, though. For new threat, it is not looking good for Arctic Ace. Lots of shots being traded out, lots of plays being had. I mean, the players are playing inside of Bank. It's Mick to push out into the firebomb for some reason, lighting his little feeties on fire and unfortunately getting brained with a bullet. Giving new threat a 2-round advantage here. 9 rounds on the board. Arctic Ace still sitting at 7 as we proceed into round 2 of the second half. It is still anyone's game at this point, and it is refreshing to see a score line so even in Season 43 of ESEA. All of the Arctic Ace matches thus far have been, I want to say, pretty one-sided. It's good to see some genuine competition here. But I mean, it is to be expected, the one-sidedness, whenever you're going up against a team like Davenport University, who were previously ECL. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah. Whew. I want to say that's to be expected, but I was not expecting it to happen so quickly. Just an absolute slaughter out of B main. Securing a 10th round for new threat. Arctic Ace still sitting down with a 3-round deficit here. It's tough. It is definitely tough. Alright, let's see what the execute is going to be. Arctic Ace, I mean, they're playing... It looks like they're favoring the long position here. Favoring for some long A strats, maybe a little bit of mid. Flashbangs coming out from Coolcoms. But it looks like new threat is actually playing this one a little bit less aggressively now that they are out of the pistol round. Ooh, Budfly is the first contact, and it's Dave to take him out. Coolcoms having some good contact trading here with his fellow Arctic Ace player as he peeks around the corner to support his teammate. Scrub Bricks is able to take out Supa. Brashy goes down with a wall bang from Coolcoms, and N1CX pushing onto site, getting taken out by Cyandor, and it is the last player. It's Dave. Dave versus Mick and Cyandor, but Cyandor is able to finish up the round and secure Arctic Ace. And they're just one step closer to equalizing it, 2 rounds away. Alrighty, let's take a look at it. We're going to round 4 of the second half. It looks like, once again, Arctic Ace is playing with this A favoring strat. Oh, but Budfly already pushed out onto B site, and he's able to get that first contact down to... I'm going to assume his name is supposed to be Nice, and I'm going to call him Nice. Getting that first pick onto Nice. He is traded out. It is down to 4v4. The player count is still equal. And it looks like... very slow push coming from the Arctic Ace side of things up through mid. 2 of the players going towards long. It is the bomb. Adobe coming to the chat and saying, good luck, boys. Yeah. I mean, they are doing better, Adobe, than they have been in the past matches, so that's already a good sign. Stuff we like to see. Oh, but look at this. Zam perfectly able to take out Cyandor, and Mick, I mean, just making the smart decision, not peeking that. Brashy gets taken out. Boom, Mick peeks late and is able to take out Zam, and it's down to a 3v2 situation. I mean, it's not that difficult for New Threat to come back from this, and it looks like they are going to be playing up through bathroom. Up through connector, I mean, to mid, and Bricks is able to get one. It's all down to Dave. Dave is a man on a mission. He has the AK-47. He's rotating around through to long. It might be better just to save the weapon here. Looking at the economy, and it looks like that might be what Dave is going to do. Yeah. Yeah, some comms must have come through from the teammate. How's the season going? Adobe Arctic Ace has 2 losses so far. One against Davenport University, previously Esports Challengers League team. They got relegated to Advanced, and I mean, when I was speaking to the team, they were saying Davenport is definitely looking to be the winners of the league, per se, the winners in quotation marks. I don't think you really win a league, you just advance up to the next position in that league. And their second loss was to Team Valence. It was the first team that they played against. Team Valence was the second team they played against. It was, I believe, 16-7, if I'm remembering the scoreline correctly, which is better than versus Davenport, where it was 16-4. And now they are up against New Threat, and the scoreline is pretty equal. Oh, it was the team 1, the ECL team, their higher division team. Yeah. So first contact going to Dave. He's able to take out Budfly. I'm not exactly sure where that happened. I was trying to remember all the intricacies of ESEA Advanced and ECL. But, oh, there it is. That is a very unfortunate timing for Bricks. And it looks like this is going to be a round lost for Arctic Ace here, unless Mick can pull off a 5-man clutch. He is not able to. New Threat keeping themselves with a 2-round lead at 11 rounds won compared to Arctic Ace's 9. And it looks like Ace is going to have to save once again here. I mean, Budfly has the cash to buy, Cyandor has the cash to buy, but you want to buy as a team. So it looks like, oh, never mind. The buys are coming out. Cyandor buying up with an AK-47. Cool comms getting the scout ready. Bricks and Mick playing with Tech 9s, and Budfly with a P250, I believe. And pretty funny, Bricks is Tech 9's named Captain Cuck. I do like that. That's classic CSGO naming conventions right there. Let's see if Bricks is able to make Captain Cuck. Oh, little head tap from Cool Comms in the mid position. That is a weapon secured for sure. There we have some flashbangs going out long, thrown out by Brashy. And it looks like Arctic Ace is going to be using that slow things down for a minute. We're on a save round. We don't just want to waste this. I mean, the scoreline is a little too close to do that. Cool Comms is taken out by Nice. Nice. Dave able to take out Bricks. Oh, there's 2 from Mick. And it all comes down to Cyandor in a 1v2 situation. Will he be able to clutch it? That's 1 player down. And does he have bomb secured? He does. Brashy, though, 100 HP, 100 armor. The helmet is still intact. Cyandor is going to take the peek. And he is able to get a wallbang off on Brashy. Brashy turning away. The timing is just so unfortunate for Brashy there. Looking away right as Cyandor peeked around the corner. New Threat still with a 1-round advantage, but things are evening up, and oh my goodness, I don't know what is wrong with my body today. I've got the hiccups, I've got everything that could go wrong. I'm gonna take a quick minute and mute my mic. No, it looks like the hiccups are here to stay. That's really unfortunate. Tried chugging some water down, taking a deep breath. But they're not gonna go away. I had this all day at work too. So Budfly was taken out by Brashi. I think it was towards B. Oh my goodness. Nice headshot from Cyandor there. Very close corner play. Nice goes down for the count. Not before he trades out bricks. Brashi is able to get one from all the way up in Sniper's Nest. It is a 2v3 situation. New threat with the advantage here. Brashi goes down. Cyandor goes down, and it is all on Mick. In a 1v2, Mick rotating around through Tube. Oh, but the new threat players are expecting it, and there it is. Mick taken out, and that is new threat with 12. My goodness, 12 rounds, and I'm going to try chugging water one more time. Well, even if it doesn't work, I'm not a quitter, so I'm just going to try and cast through it. Oh, some good utility put down by new threat there, and once again, it's just a slaughter as the Arctic Ace players push out a B main. Actually, I lied. It's pretty evenly matched. Never mind. There it is. The Arctic Ace squad taken out. New threat securing a 13th round. Arctic Ace still sitting at a 3-round deficit. As we go into round 9 here, Arctic Ace, I mean, they are able to buy up. I mean, this is some pretty big aggression coming out from the CT side of things here. Holy smokes. That was a pretty aggressive peak from, I believe it was Supa in Squeaky. But once again, things have slowed down. New threat proving that they have patience. Oh, this is going to be, I believe, a pick for Supa here as Scrub Bricks peeks around the corner. Supa's getting ready for it. The shot does come off, but it is not a pick, actually. There's nice flashbang from Bricks, but oh my, oh my, oh me, oh my, let's take a look at Cool Comms. He's about to get flanked. Oh my god, and he doesn't even expect it from Party. Oh, Brashi able to take him out, but Cool Comms is able to secure a pick here as we turn Auto Director back on. I mean, it's down to a 2v4 once again. The Arctic Ace squad is really struggling. Oh my goodness, struggling here on the T side. Mick taken out, and I believe the caster curse comes in the form of hiccups because Cool Comms facing the direction that he thought a player was, but unfortunately Zam was right on the flank. And I mean, look at this, 23 kills coming out from Dave, 28 kills coming out from Nice. These players are just killing it tonight. New threat is definitely proving themselves to be a threatening force in the CSGO scene. I would have come out so much better if I didn't hiccup midway through it. Alright. Tech 9, push, Cool Comms taken out. Another slaughter happening. Brashi just getting 3 picks right off rip. a 2v4. Once again, Arctic Ace just being put into these 2v4 situations. Zam, quick head tap onto Cyandor. And it all comes down to Scrub Bricks with Jocelyn. His stat tracked, I believe it's a 5.7. No, it's a Glock. I don't know why I thought it was a 5.7. It is definitely just a base Glock with a skin. Here's the question. Is he going to be able to do a little bit of damage to the new threat economy? Nope, he's going to peek this corner, and Zam is going to be standing there with an M4A1S pointed directly at his spleen. And even though you can live without a spleen, it doesn't look like Bricks is able to. Alright, full buys from the Arctic Ace squad. This is match point, though, for New Threat. This is so unfortunate. New Threat just had a runaway game towards the end here, and I want to remove whatever organ causes hiccups, because I would have expected them to have worn off by now. But we will give it 100% here for match point. Mick being taken down to 30 HP right off rip. Supa sitting at 59, and it looks like we're going to be following Scrub Bricks' perspective because I forgot to enable auto director here. But it should be back online, and it looks like 8th player, that is Cyandor. They're going to be the one to make contact here in the long slash spawn position. The little split corridor. No, they don't make any contact here, and it looks like it's actually going to be setting up for a B execute from the Arctic Ace side of things. Budfly, he's slowly peeking around corners with the bomb, but not playing it out too aggressively, not giving their position away just yet. But look at this. I mean, New Threat already stacked up on B. They're expecting this. And nice. I mean, he's already ready to take this quick peek. Coolcom's playing it with an AWP, crouching. This man is poised to strike. Brashi goes down. It's Budfly to take him out. Auto Director not switching us over. We'll take a look at Dave's perspective. I believe he is going to be the one that makes contact with the Arctic Ace squad again. As we take a look at it here. Oh, no. Oh, that is so unfortunate. It all comes down to Bricks, and he is going to jump right into the view of Zam, who just took out 2 other players. And there it is, New Threat winning the match against Arctic Ace. Arctic Ace suffering 3 rounds in the league so far. It is looking very rough for Arctic Ace. I'm just gonna have to hope that we will get them next time. And next time will be tomorrow night around the same time. I believe it might be a little bit earlier. But either way, I gotta go deal with these hiccups, y'all. So, I'm gonna get out of here, and I will rate us out to another Arctic Ace streamer. Thank everybody for watching, and, yeah. Have a good night. Oh my goodness.
Attention gamers of all ages, there's a podcast you will want to add to your playlist. So We Gaming. So We Gaming was created for gamers by gamers. This podcast explores many topics from gaming entertainment, food, current events, and much, much more. They enjoy bringing on guests to learn about them. They discuss their favorite games, their passions, as well as helping to promote their brand. So We Gaming is available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, your favorite podcast player, and SoWeGaming.com. Add So We Gaming to your playlist right now.